Matrices. Matrices is a matrix is a rectangular array of elements or entry A, I, J involving m rows and n column. So we can see this in this form in general, or we can simplify with this. So this element, this matrix we call 2 by 2 matrices, 2 by 2 matrices, 2 by 2 matrices, but in different element. This is with a real number, this is a complex number, this is function as a element. So why you need to understand matrices, how they create the matrices, how they create the matrices. Do you know? This start from a lot of the problem of a lot of variable we need to solve simultaneously. If we have two variable, we have to add. If we have two variable, we have, for example, we have x plus y equal to 5, 2x plus y equal to 6. So this we can solve with simultaneous equation. But if we have more than this, we have another one, 5 plus 7y equals to 0. This is another equation, and then we have again also we have 7x plus 7y equals to 5 for equation, and so on. Okay, so that's why we can simplify this by using matrix system. So what we can solve this, how we can solve this, you just represent 1 1 2 1 5 7. We just take the coefficients, and we have the variable x and y. So x and y, so it's equals to 5 6 7 and 5. So from this we can learn later how to solve this and get the value of x, y, which is we can satisfy all these conditions. This is another analogy. For example, we have a restaurant, coffee house. We have 7 cake. For example, in the restaurant, we have 7 donut, 2 cake, okay, 2 cake, okay, 2 cake, and 3 tea, okay, 3 tea, okay, 3 tea. So we have 20 ringgit, and then another restaurant, we have 2 donut plus 5 cake plus 2 tea, okay, we have 50 ringgit. And then we have another restaurant which is of they take of 3 donut. In the same restaurant, we get the 3 donut. The customer pay for the 3 donut, 2 cake, and for 1 tea. Okay, for 10 ringgit, for example. So now, the restaurant owner want to know how much the profit of donut, cake, and tea. So if we use matrices, it's easily to calculate. So how? We just take the coefficient outside, and then 3, 2, and 1. This is the coefficient. And then first we have a donut, okay, we have cake, and then we have a tea, which is equals to 20 ringgit, 50 ringgit, and 10. Okay. So let's say donut is x, cake is y, and tea is z. So our matrix, what happened to our matrix? We can 7 2 3 2 5 2 3 3 1, and then we have x, y, and z. We have 20 50 and 10. So now it's more like mathematical equation, right, from the situation. So from the mathematical operation we can solve how much is donut, how much is y, how much is cake, how much is z, what is the cost actually. Alright, so how to solve it? We need to know addition, subtraction, multiplication of the matrices. Right? There is about the operation is about position. It's more we need to alert with position, because if we change and not write clearly the position with right position, then this system of equation will be make us getting the answer wrong. So that is matrices in our life and daily using life. So matrices will help us to make our life more easier. So So with a lot of data, we can simplify. So we have a type of, here we have a type of matrices. 2 by 2, 3 by 3 is a lot of type of matrices. Okay, so now what's this about? Diagonal, is it about diagonal matrices? What is diagonal matrices? So if we have two matrices, A from M by N matrices, and B from this same matrices, then we said equal if M and R, M, okay, M, what is M? If M and R is equal, M and R is equal, and N and S is the same size, so we call it as a two matrix equal because the same size. And corresponding element throughout must also equal, where A, I, J, B, I, J is also equal. For example, these matrices. So this is 3 by 3 matrices, okay? 3 by 3 matrices. So he said that if the size, we have another size of matrices, we have M, this is M and N. So we have also here M and R and T. So R and T, okay. So if A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, we have these matrices, which is M, is this also we call it as a 3 by 3 matrices. So R and T, M is equal, the same size. And then he said again, if we have the same size, and then Aij and Bij is also the same. This is Aij and Bij is also same. So if D is 7, D is 2, D is 3, D is 2, D is 5, D is 2, D is 3, D is 3, D is 1. So they conclude that this matrix is equal to this matrix. So meaning here, for example, if we have, here we have, this is matrix Aij, okay, this is Aij, D is Bij, right? But the meaning here, Ij, where is Ij? Ij is a position. So this is A11, first row, first column, A12, A13, A21, second row, first column, and then A21, 22, A3, 2, 3, A3, A31, A32, A3, 3. This also happen here. We have B, B1, Ij, B11, okay, sorry, B11, B12, B13, B21, B22, B23, B231, B32, B33. This is position. That's why he said in the definition, they said that Aij is equals to Bij once this equal, and then M equals to R, okay, we have this equal, and then every element inside the matrices is equal to Bij. So we say that the matrix is equal, right? That is the meaning of this definition, right? So next, so we can see here, there is two okay, it's okay. So we have two okay, these two, there is 2 by 3 matrices, there is 2 by 3 matrices. So they satisfied first condition, and then another condition, we need every entry is equal to Bij. Aij is equal to Bij. So first 5, 0, 0, negative 3, and this is negative 3. So this matrix is not equal. Also the same here. This first condition already void. This already false. Right? There is another example. Okay, for this we just compare. If we say that A equals to B, and then find a value for the variable x and y, so that the matrix are equal. So x should be equal to 1. Y plus 1 should be 5. That should be 3, 6. So the only problem here is y plus 1 equal to 5. Y plus 1 equals to 5. So y is equals to 5 minus 1, so equals to 4. Okay. Okay. There we have already have solution. We have solution here. Alright. Then next is So the similar exercise you can try at your home, or you can draw and pause this video and try first. And then we have another formula here. Okay, we call it element of leading diagonal. So here, what is diagonal of matrix? What is diagonal of matrix? So if here, if I is equal to j, entries A11, A22, A33, and so on, they call a main diagonal matrix, meaning where is I equals to ij? Here we have here this element, this element, this element, this element, this element, and this element. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 until n by n, if we have n. Alright, so we call it, this is a diagonal. So in this exercise we need to identify what is the diagonal element. Order of matrix A and B, this is 2 by 2, this is 3 by 3. So element of leading diagonal of matrix A 5 and pi, B is 1, 7 and 11. Element of 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 1 of matrix B, A and B, if it's possible, determine. Okay, this is the answer. We already have the answer. So the element of the matrices is this. So that is matrices. We need to know the position here. What is the position for every element? It is about position. We need to care more about position. Okay, next. This order identification is not possible. Explain why. Identify 2, 3, 2, 3. 2, 3 is here. 3, 2, 3, 2. 3 should be this line, and then 2 this line. So there is no element, so there is not exist. 3, 2 is not exist, but for this we have the element. Okay, type of matrices. We have type of matrices. Okay, square matrix. We have the same number, n by n, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4. That is, we call it as a square matrices. So if diagonal matrices, if I and j is not equal to 0, but ij is equal to 0, that is we call as a diagonal matrices. Meaning here, okay, here A is diagonal or not? Okay, AII is not equal. So here is A11, there is A22, A33, so that is not equal to 0, okay? Satisfy this, and Aij is equal to 0. If I is not equal to j, so this element should be 0. For example here, this also not diagonal because A33 is equal to 0. Okay, this is not satisfied the definition. So we just need to understand the definition of the diagonal, so it's more easier to understand. So diagonal or not for this is diagonal because AI is equal to 2 and I is not equal to j. It's equal to 1. Alright? It's equal to 0. We also a diagonal. So we have another example, another definition. We call scalar matrix. If the diagonal matrix in which the diagonal elements are equal, that is AI equal to k and IJ is equal to 0. It's scalar matrix. What the meaning of this? Because we can factor out the k, because it's a scalar matrix. For example, okay, for example here, A is equals to 3003. We call it a scalar because we can factor out 3. So if we factor out 3, so we have 1, 0, 0, 1. So it is the same. But for this example, there is not scalar matrix because the diagonal element is not equal. This is not scalar, this is scalar matrix. It's easy. It's easy or simple. Alright. So another one, we have identity of matrix, which is this is 1. The main diagonal is 1 and 0 everywhere. 0 other for the diagonal is 1, so 0 is the rest entries. So we call this identity. This is important. the important properties of matrices. We can see later. Okay, determine the following matrices identity of matrix or not. This is identity? No, because we should have another one here, 3 by 3. This is we not call a diagonal identity, because here we see that it is ij equals to 1 ij if I not equals to j, and then we should have a square matrices n by n, meaning the square. If we have m by n, we can have 3 by 2, 2 by 3, 5 by 2, but the condition should be n by n. If 3, should be 3. If you have 5 by 5. So square matrices, it should be the same number. Alright. So this is 3 by 2. No, not satisfied the first condition of this definition. Alright, next. Okay, m by n matrix is called zero matrix because every entry is a zero element. Okay, easy or simple? Easy and simple. Negative matrix. Negative matrix is we can filter out the negative outside. That's all. Here, positive or negative? Negative. This is positive matrices. If we put negative, so everything should be negative inside. Also happen here, negative B. Okay, so now upper triangle. If every element below the leading diagonal meaning the element in the diagonal is equals to 0 for I greater than j. It's called a lower trigonometry if every element is leading diagonal 0 ij. So okay, let's say we have like this. Okay, we have A11, A2, 12, A13, A21, A22, A33, 23, A31, A32, A33. So we have this matrix. Meaning, what's the meaning here? Lower triangle if what? If upper triangle, if the element I greater than j, we have element of number of elements, so another is 0. So we call it upper triangle, meaning I greater than j. So its position, so that is important. You determine the position I greater than j. Where is I greater than j? I is greater than j. Here, this is I greater than j. Okay, 2 is greater than 1. Okay, and then here 3 is greater than 1. 3 is greater than 1. So every element here goes to 0. So we call this triangle as a upper triangle. If ij less than 0, where? Here, I less than j. So 1 less than 2. This element, and this element. 1 is less than 3, 2 is less than 3. So goes to 0. We call this matrices as lower triangle. Right? This is the type of matrices. So this is upper triangle, this is a lower triangle. Okay, transpose. What is transpose? Also is related to position. It's position. If we have the matrix, we have this matrix. So for example, we have 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 matrices. We transpose. We change the position. We transpose this matrix. What happened is row, column will be row, row will be the column. So 1, 3, 2. We take this row as a column. This is column to row. So 2, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2. This is transpose. Okay, for example, we have here a donut, and then we have a cake, and cake. We have a T, we have a T. 2, this is 3, this is 4 cake, this is 5. Now the rest is a 0, a 1. Alright, so how to transpose this? It's easy. We just take the first row. First row is donut, 3, K, and T. Second row, we have 2 donut, K, and 5, T. And then we have another one, donut, 4, K, and T. Right? We have this. This is transpose. This is about position, how we arrange the position. Okay, we have this. This row will be, this column will be this row, this column will be second row, third column will be third row. We call it a transpose. Alright? The properties of transpose. So we have properties of transpose. For example, if we have A, T, T, we transfer first the matrices and then we transpose again. We get the original matrices. For example, so we have A, T here, right? We have A, T, and then bracket transpose again. So we have another bracket here, we transpose again. We transpose again. So we transpose again. So okay, what happened? Okay, what happened? We transpose again. Okay, first row will be first column will be first row. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2. So this original matrices the same, right? Get the same matrix. This is A matrix. So this is also A matrix. Also happen here. So what should we do? We transpose this. What we get is first row will be first column will be first row. So donut, 2 donut, and donut again. 3 cake and cake and 4 cake. We have a T, we have 5 T, we have T. Okay. Right. So the same matrices we get. The same matrices. Okay, the same. Bismillah. Alright. Transpose. That is a transpose properties. For Ka transpose, we will get Ka and transpose. So if we have K scalar, K is a scalar. K is a scalar. So I can, if we have a scalar, okay, 3 here. Everything is times with 3. K is equal to 3. 3 and 3. 3. So it's similar if we put 3 is outside. So this is 3. So meaning here A K transpose is equal to K A transpose. It's similar. If we put a scalar here, 5 for example, everything is 5 times the 5, everything 5. So we can put this 5 outside. So we get this thing. Right. 5 is not being affected because every entry we have 5. Okay. For this, if A plus or minus B transpose is equal to A transpose plus B transpose, we can prove this theorem. Prove these properties. So we have, okay, we have what? Okay, we have A plus minus B transpose is equals to A transpose plus minus B transpose. What is this actually? So for example, we have 1, 2, 2, 1 as A plus minus 3, 2, 2, 1. Alright? Is transpose, bracket transpose. We add first and then we transpose. And then for this, we have 1, 2, 2, 1 transpose first and then we add 3, 2, 2, 1. So what should we have? We should get the same answer. Okay, for example, here if we add, it's more easier to add. Okay, we add. So we add first inside. So 1 plus 3, 4, 4, 2, 4, and then these 2, and then we transpose. This is equals to 1, 2, 2, 1 transpose plus 3, 2, 2, 1. So what should we have? So here we have 4, 4, 4, 2. So here 1 plus 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. Then we have 4, 4, and 2 is equal. So that's why you can just directly use the properties. Okay, let's directly use these properties. It's easy. You can put any matrix and use these properties. Okay, easy. You can see the exercise there. Okay, you can try. Okay, next is symmetric matrix. What is symmetric matrix? If we have n by n, the square matrix, the same matrix, and then if A transpose is equal to A, then we say that the matrix is symmetric. So for example, this, if 1, we have this matrix, when we transpose, we get the same matrix. So this is symmetric matrices. This again, matrix, symmetric Okay, net is again a square matrix. It should be the square matrix. The condition should be the square matrix, and we call it skew symmetric matrix if A transpose is equal to negative A. So is this definition is usually we need to know. We need to know this skew matrix. If they say skew matrix, we can imagine that if we transpose, we get negative A transpose. Right? We become negative A. Alright. So net definition, what is the net definition? The net definition is row echelon form. So we have three conditions. Any row consisting entire zero occur at the bottom of the matrices. Okay, first. And the second, for each row that does not consist entirely of zero. And the first non-zero entry is 1. Leading coefficient is 1. And then for each non-zero row, the number 1 appears to the right of the leading one in previous. So 0 in the bottom, it will be like this. Lower triangle. It can be lower triangular, but this equation is not satisfied. The second condition, which is that does not consist entirely of 0. So one row here is entire is 0. So at least they should have 1. So that is because of that we cannot say as a row echelon form. Okay, next determine whatever each matrix in row echelon form. Is it row echelon form? No, because we have one row with 0 element. You cannot call as a row echelon form. This cannot. Why? Because not satisfied third condition. Third condition said you need the leading coefficient should be 1. Leading coefficient, and the first non-zero entry is 1. So first non-zero is here, is 2. It's not 1. It should be 1. Okay. Okay, another one is reduce row echelon. What is reduced row echelon? We have 4 conditions to satisfy. Entire 0 upper bottom of the matrix, okay. And then each row does not consist entire row 0, the same with the previous. And then another each non-zero row and the number of 1 appear to the right leading one of the previous row. The number 1 appear to the right of the leading one of the previous row. So meaning the second row should be this appear 1 for after the leading coefficient here, right? It's also happen here. They appear 1 after the position of this. So we call it as a previous row. So if a column contain a leading 1, then all other entry is the column are 0. So here, is it satisfy all these condition? So the answer is here. The matrix A and B is a reduced row echelon because they satisfy all the condition, and below is leading is 0. As long as, for example here, as long as after first the leading coefficient after this position is also 1. So is it okay? And then if a column contain a leading 1, then all other entry in the column are 0. Before 1 should be 0. That's the meaning of this definition. So there is no 1, so it should be 0. But if we have 1 here, so it should be 0. So we call as a reduced row echelon form. So this is a leading reduced echelon form? This is not, because we need the position. If this position go to first row, it will be the row echelon, because we need 1 here, and then there is 0. Alright, and then there also 0. Here, is it row echelon? Yes. It's also not. Sorry. Because all other entry in the column are 0, not number 5. Should be 0 here. For example, should be 0. If the column contain a leading 1, then the other entry in the column should be 0. The above element should be 0. Okay. Okay. This is definition for addition of the matrices. In matrices for addition, subtraction, we need to have the same size of matrix. If not, we cannot solve it. Right? The same size we can solve. Okay? For addition. I have another video. You just see the video for multiplication. These are properties. Nothing much here. It's just simple properties. Okay, for multiplication. For multiplication, we have a scalar multiplication. If a scalar, meaning we have a constant outside, we can factor out a constant. Alpha is a constant. Any numbers that every entry we can multiply with this constant. Okay, for example here, this is 2a. So if we have a this, so every element inside here we multiply with -2. So -2 we have this equation. This is -1. Just put the negative inside, multiply with -1. These properties of scalar multiplication. Nothing much, but if the scalar, okay, this the properties is quite difficult, so I prove this first. I prove these properties. Okay, second property said that if alpha plus beta A is a matrix, B is a real number, so equals to alpha A plus beta A. What is this means? This means this multiply with this, we get this alpha A, and then we multiply with this, so that we can get beta A. So if for example this is a matrices, this is a scalar. Scalar is a real number. So it's real number. For example 3 plus 4 over 5. A is a matrices, so what we get is 3A plus 4 over 5. A is the properties want to explain. Right? For here, you can alpha is independently is not involve position. As long as we not involve position, so it can be accepted. But if we just need to remember that if B, okay. The main idea for multiplication, if a matrix A and another matrix we have B that is not equals to B A. This is the most properties you need to remind, because it is to relate with position of every entries in the matrix. Okay, we will see later. So this definition explain, if we have A B, so it must be n equals to P. So n should be equals to P. Okay, because if we multiply, we should multiply this row and the column. So row and the column should be same. If not same, so we cannot get the element of the column. That is the most important. Okay, we can see here how to multiply the two matrices. This n and P should be equal. Okay, let's try first. What is multiplication of the matrices? Okay, what is the meaning of n? Okay, sorry. N equals to P. If we have, we have 3, 2, 1, 4, 5, 1. So we have this 3 by 2 element, and then we have another n equals to P. It is m times n. So we have another matrices should be n times q maybe. So you should have n equals to 2. N equals to 2. The row should be 2. So we did 3, 2, 1, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So because in the matrices, the process for multiplication, this row we multiply with this column. Okay. For example, if we have 3, okay, 3, this, okay, 3 plus 2 times, we need to satisfy this first. Okay, so we will get 2. And then we have another this row will multiply with this first column, and the second column. What we get is 2, 1 plus 2, 3. And then we have another column here, 3, 4. Okay, we have here, right? Okay, let's get a good here. 3 plus 2, 1 plus 2, 3. So another one is 3, 4 plus 2, 5. Okay, we have 3 multiplied 4 plus 2 and 5. Okay, this. We get here, we get this, everything is this once we multiply for each row and each column respectively. Right. And then you solve using calculator, you get the matrices 3 by 3 matrices. Okay, so now is okay, this matrices multiplication. So this multiplication, what you will have if you multiply this column multiplication, so alpha times b. Okay, this properties of matrix multiplication is most important in this chapter, where we should understand what is this actually. Okay, this is when we apply how we get this. So how we get this: a times b, a times c, we get a and b, and then a times c, we get plus ac. So you need to remember this equation is not equals to ab is not equals to ba, this equals to ca. But if you have this and then this b multiplied to a, you get a, and then you get ba, and then c multiplied to a, and then you get c a. Because you need to remember this opposition is not equals to ab and it's not equal to ca. If you put a wrong position, so it's totally wrong. That is properties of multiplication. Okay, you can try this at your home. Okay, but I want to give the process. What is the process? The main rules and the main process for matrices is multiplication. It's quite difficult, so you need to master this, how to multiply. Okay, I have another example. If I have an example, okay, for example, if in matrix we have a cake, 2 cake, and 5 cake. We have donut, we have donut and donut, 1 donut, and we have 2 donut. This is 1 donut. We have another one is tea. We have tea. We have tea here. We have tea here. We have 1 tea for each. So if we need to multiply, you should have a 3 element also. 3 element. This is 3 by 3. If you have 3, you should another message should be 3 by, it's up to you, by 2 for example. If by 2, so we have, for example, we have 3, we have 1, 2, and 1. Another one we have 3, 4, and 2. We have another message here. So how we can multiply this? This is about position. Say I put here is 6, 6. Okay, 6. Okay. And then here we should do not write if we get only 1. So okay, first column, okay, first row is for first column. First row and first column. Okay. The position here is 1, 1. First row and first column. First row and first column. Okay. We have cake times 1 plus 2 cake. Okay, 2 cake times 2. 5 plus 5 cake times 6, right? And then we have another column here, another. We have first column and second row. Okay, first column, first row, and second row. We have this position. So we have a cake times 3. Okay, times 3. We have 2 cake times 4. Times 4. And then we have another 5 cake. Oh. Okay, we have 5 cake times 2. Right? This one too. Okay. We have another one here. Second row, first column. Okay. Another number here is second row, first column. Here. This here. Second row, first column. So 2 donut times 1. Okay. I put another color. Okay. Second donut. 2 donut. 2 donut times 1. Okay. 3 donut. Okay. Plus what? 1 donut times 2. 1 donut times 2. 1 donut times 6. 1 donut times 6 is second row, first column. Okay, now we go to second row, second column. So second row, second column. A, 2, 2. We go to what we have? 2 donut times 3. 2 donut times 3. And then we have a donut plus donut times 4. Okay, 4. And then another donut times 2. Okay. Okay, enough. Finish for this row. Then last row, first column. Third row and first column. So third row, A, third, and first column. First, third. Okay. So we have a t, okay, t1 times y plus t times 2 plus t times 6. We have another row, third row, second column. Third row, second column, we have a, 3, 2. So here, so we have t 3 plus t 4, second row, second column. Okay, and then plus t 2. So you need to solve this. So you need to solve this. So what you have here, simplify everything here. So you have 2k plus 4k plus 30k, right? 30k. Okay, and then here we have 3k plus 8k plus 10k. Here we have 2 donut plus 2 donut plus 6 donut. Here we have 6 donut, we have 6 donut plus 4 donut plus 2 donut. Okay. And then we have another row. We have t, 1t plus 2t plus 6t. We have 3t plus 4t. We have 2t. So we can also simplify. So now we have how many cakes? 36 cake. 36 cake plus another row here. It is 11, 21 cake. Okay. We have 21 cake, and then here we have 10 donut. Okay, 10 donut. We have 12 donut, and then here we have what here? 40. We have 90. We have here we have 5 is 90. Okay, this is the answer. We have 3 by 2 matrices. This is our final answer. This is the process, and then you can put donut. Maybe donut cake is a 5 or x. Donut is a y. T is a z. So what you will have here, you will have 36x, 21x, 10y, 12y, 9z, 9z. There's no more donut, t and k. It's more to mathematics. Okay, this is the process of multiplication.